This is absolutely the wildest robbery case in history. What they robbed wasn't even a bank, but directly stole the bank's money printing machine. 8 madmen from the Mint planned to steal 24 billion euros in cash within 11 days. This amount of money could circle the earth 10 times if linked together. Their robbery method was simple and crude. First, they put on their signature red jumpsuits, then set up roadblocks to hijack the truck, transporting the printing paper. Next, they changed into police uniforms. They'd prepared in advance, and just like that, they brazenly infiltrated the Mint. At the same time, the hacker in the van cut off all alarms and surveillance. With the sound of a gunshot, the robbers in the van and the beautiful female accomplice at the door coordinated from inside and out, instantly taking control of the 67 hostages on site, which included a dozen middle school students there for a visit. Then they shut the main gate, and this grand act officially began. One of the robbers used a blowtorch to cut open the vault, and piles of banknotes came into view, but their target wasn't this small change at all. Turns out this was a shocking master plan, 20 years in the making. Mastermind behind the scenes was a cultured scoundrel of a professor. He had assembled 8 desperate criminals and put them through 5 months of hellish training, all to pull off this perfect crime. These 8 individuals were all ruthless characters. The Captain Berlin had committed 27 robbery cases, once stole 43 diamonds. Now he had a terminal illness with only half a year left to live. The engineering expert Moscow used to be a miner specializing in blasting tunnels to rob jewelry stores. His son Denver was a simple-minded, violent thug. The hacker Rio had started programming at the age of 6 new electronic devices inside and out. The counterfeiting specialist Nairobi had begun making fake currency at 13 and was the team's quality control manager. There was also a pair of twin brothers who had been mercenaries, serving as the team's firepower. Finally, there was the female lead Tokyo, committed 17 robberies, experienced but impulsive and short-tempered, bold but a hopeless romantic. She directly hooked up with the hacker Rio, who was 12 years her junior. Just like that, this miraculous 18-1 robbery team was formed. The professor remotely controlled things from an abandoned factory nearby while the other 8 successfully took over the Mint. They even had control of the most important hostage, the daughter of the British ambassador to Spain, the little princess, because the professor had long calculated the timing of their school visit. So with the princess in hand, the police dare act rashly. Then they confiscated all the hostages' phones, cut off the signal, and pulled out a dedicated line from the sewer to communicate with the professor. Afterwards, they took out 2 bags of money and directly opened the Mint's main gate. You thought they would flee after stealing the money, but little did you know their grand robbery had only just begun.